Greg joined my one-to-one mentor program and he cleared PMP in less than 3 weeks. I want to add something. Our exam was even rescheduled. Otherwise, he would have been certified PMP 3, 4 days back. So, Greg, when was your exam? On Saturday, it was actually cancelled.
It's planned for last Friday.
Friday. So, I would say 16th. In 2 weeks, he would have been certified PMP after coming to me. So, Greg, first of all, congratulations on becoming certified PMP to you. Greg, where you are, and if you can share your PMP journey.
So I'm from New York, the United States of New York. Um, I have spent some time working through project management classes, and then went into your mentor program for the PMP certification program, and started that early December, and then worked just through all the exams, mock exams, and then the other exams that were provided, and learned a lot.
And became certified PMP with all above target. Yeah,
And became certified PM.
yeah, and it was an interesting journey, specifically with the time zones we have. Greg is a early riser, so we used to have a discussion at almost this time, right, Greg? Almost that,
Uh,
almost this time.
this time
We
or earlier.
this time or earlier. So that was always an interesting thing to. So Greg, let's talk about this thing. First, you did topic. Then we did mocks 60, then 180 question. And then when your exam got rescheduled or it got cancelled, so we did it again and in the center. So finally we got the date. We were looking for Monday, but today, is it Wednesday or is it Thursday? When was your exam?
My exam was yesterday at 11 o'clock
11
Eastern
o'clock
Standard Time.
Eastern Standard Time. Okay. So yeah, let's talk about the thing that I said it again and again, time management. So how did you manage time in your exam?
So you pointed out to do 80 minutes, then 75 and 75. So I wrote those numbers down on a little scratch pad so I had them in my mind. The first section of questions I actually took longer than expected. So I was reading them, analyzing them, and just didn't really do very good time management. So when I got to about, I think it was 160 minutes left in the exam, I ended up having like 10 or 15 questions. So I kind of read through them really quickly, answered them, and then got to the check mark. And I want to say that was with like 145 minutes left in the exam. So I was over by 5 minutes. And then at that point, I took the break. Like, all right, let me go outside, splash some water on my face, kind of reconvene, say, all right, I'm taking too much time. So then I came back after a few minutes and then focused hard to make sure I get my second section done quickly. So I finished my second section of questions with 85 minutes left. So I
Good,
gained 10 more
good,
minutes.
good. That's very
And
good.
then uh, took my break. I just stayed in the room because when I came back from my first break, they actually cut my break by 5 minutes. So second break, I just stayed right at the stations, kind of sat there, did some breathing exercises, and then uh, refocused and just finished up. I ended up with approximately 20 minutes left in the exam.
Yeah, but it was an interesting thing and an eye opener for you because when we were having discussion about the time management, you were always like, yeah, time management was never an issue for me. But that is the beauty of the exam. If you are not focused, it challenges you, it moved you, it shakes you. Like when many people say that PMP exam is difficult, I said it is difficult. That's why it is worthy. When like if you have done something hard, then it feels and if something is easy, then we human are wired in this way. Na? Like we love our children because they are difficult. They are difficult to manage. And every single thing we basically work better under that circumstances. Greg, so which area of the exam was more highlighted if in the wins?
It was tough to specify. There was no, in my exam, I didn't have any like CPI, SPI reference to questions at all. It was all situational based, and we just kind of focused on that different scenarios of what ended up happening.
What are there and how those different scenarios attract. So all those multiple scenarios were there. Okay, so Agile was highly active in your exam.
Yep.
Agile.
It was definitely, it was in there,
Mhm.
but it was not it wasn't as significant as I thought it was going to be.
Mm.
I thought it was going to be a little bit more significant.
Little bit more. What about stakeholder communication and a team? How significant that was in your exam?
Communication and problem solving was some of the key ones right
Mhm. Communication was important thing. Okay. What about like scope, schedule, cost apart from SPI, CPI?
There's, like I said, there's like really nothing with cost. Scope changing was there, which went along with change management.
Mm.
And then stakeholder engagement.
Mm. Stakeholder engagement. How about compliance? Because in the past few weeks, I have been hearing that compliance is becoming more and more, like even more than 10 questions are coming specifically to compliance. So how your exam was like, the compliance was that heavy or
I would say it was up there. Yeah,
it was pretty fair?
definitely.
The compliance was still there and it was okay. So Greg, how would you rate the structure of the entire one-to-one mentor program? And my follow-up with you, how would you say?
Overall, I like the way it was structured, going through the videos, having the questions after the videos, and then talking through the questions.
Mhm.
It was a good structure.
It was a good structure. Okay.
If you're looking for recommendations, I would definitely recommend, if you're going to pursue more people within the states, to have somebody look at the questions so they can be formulated in such a way that it's easier to read. A lot of the times I had to work through them, and like, I guess same thing with what you have to do is you have to translate it into your language and try to make it work. I was trying to translate the translation into mine, so it was tough to understand some of them, and I think that led to some confusion with some questions.
Same thing happened in the exam. Same thing you have to convert and try to understand in the real exam.
In the real exam, it was easy to understand.
It was easy to understand. It was okay. What about the last 6 tests I gave you as an overall mocks? How important that was for the real exam?
I don't think it changed much of the way
But we were
I looked at the questions.
we were moving up and down when you were doing that mocks. Initially, your score went down specifically in that mocks.
Yeah, those mocks, it did end up being a challenge, and a couple of those stuff.
Couple of those. Yeah.
But it's tough to differentiate those from the other questions. But I think I ended up doing 1,200 plus questions over this course. So it was definitely a very
you did
driven thing, and I liked it.
You did it part by part. You never know how many questions you are going to get.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that this is what we called as Kanban. One thing at a one time. We put work in progress limit and we worked into it. Greg, it has been an honor and I really loved working with you. And I know you're a busy guy. You are still taking some time to even record the journey today. Thank you very much. It has been an honor to work you and best of luck for future endeavors.
I appreciate that. Thank you.